and it's about how we fail the younger generation. My generation failed the young generation. That's right, we did. We don't have anything for them. We're not leaving them anything. We're not helping to build anything for them. We failed them. We're not even properly educating them. And I'm not speaking of the education that they receive and you and I have received in the white supremacy school system. I'm not talking about that, because really that's no education at all. If you don't learn about yourself, if they don't teach you about yourself in school, that means that you're learning about everyone else except about your greatness and what you did. In fact, they teach you in grammar school, social studies, and in high school, history books, chapter 1, that black people are the originators of the planet Earth. By the time you get to chapter 16, black people are slaves, black people in bondage, they being raped, they being auctioned off on auction blocks in America. They've been tarred, feathered, burned, and torn apart by horses that are going in opposite directions. Okay? And people who just getting off the boat, who are doing better, who are getting loans, want to know what's the problem with black people. Well, after 400 years of slavery, being abused, and what have you, raped, killed, murdered, kicked, beat, stomped, lynched, and then riddled bullets inside of your body and cut off parts of your body for ornaments. That's what happened. And this is what is continuing to happen, just in the form of prison and continuous shootings of unarmed black men. If they're not killing them in the streets, they are sending them to the prisons. And this is our fault. We have failed them. They are angry at my generation. And they have a right to be, because we have left them nothing. Once again, nothing. Some young black men don't even feel that they will live to the end of next week. Incredible. Ask them about their future, and some would say, what future? What future? To be truthful, there is no future, and I do agree with them. If there is a future, where is it? Because from my standpoint, black people in America in this day and age have more degrees than they have ever had in this white supremacy system, and yet to own a corner store where they live at. It's sad. We have all of these degrees. We go to school for 4 years, 8 years. And what do we have? Nothing. And we're the very same people who tell the young people to go to school. To do what? To do what we're doing? I watched my grandparents go to work 50 years of their life. And I tell you, they didn't like doing that. They didn't like going to their job every day. They hated their job. But guess what? They had more back then than we got today. You see? And they were able to live a little comfortable with the little job that they had. And they didn't even finish grammar school, okay? I'm just saying. We failed them. We are allowing them to get killed. We are allowing them to kill one another. And we are continuously showing them how to sell drugs, how to rob people, how to jack a car, how to beat a sister, how to make a sister a whore. Not anything uplifting. Not anything uplifting. We even throw the trash down in front of the place where we hang out at. in our own community. Some of us still do that. And this is what the younger generation is doing, and you are allowing it. Because you did it yourself. We failed them. We haven't even taught them, as I keep saying, we haven't educated them properly. Even with the Jesus thing, black men cannot get no respect from their black women because they have a white Jesus hanging on their wall as God. How can the black man ever get any respect from the black woman when he got a white Jesus, when she got a white Jesus on the wall as God, and you with your silly self, black man, is allowing it? And you wonder why you don't have no power. You're giving it all to the white Jesus. In fact, the white Jesus is killing the black community. And then you have even more silly people who say that Jesus is God, but Jesus never said that he was God. Anybody who feels that I'm wrong, prove it to me. You will never be able to prove it to me. In fact, God didn't create man. In fact, God did not create man. Man created God. Man created God. The creator and God are two different things. Man created God and always dresses him up as a man and always speaks about him being a man. But yet you say he's not a man. Hey, I tell you. Now think about that. Not only that, I'm going to show you how we continue to miseducate our children. We teach them around the time of December that a Santa Claus. We teach them about a white Santa Claus, but yet and still, you are the one who are going to work every day to buy your child some presents for some white holiday, and you telling them that it's a white Santa Claus who bring it to them. How silly can you be? We failed them. Santa Claus is white, so what does that make you? And you're the one who's buying the gifts, and then you're telling them that a white Santa Claus gonna come down the chimney. Hell, ain't no chimneys in the hood. Miseducating the kids, you're killing them. We have failed them. We have got to find the way of how to bridge the gap between my generation and the younger generation. In fact, if you think that what I'm saying is wrong, just think about if you are my age and my generation, 50 to going downward, 50 through 47, 46. We fail that younger generation by all means across the board. All means across the board. And then I want to show you another form of miseducation. We teach them to go vote. Vote for what? Don't you understand that the president is elected by the electoral college and not your votes? Miseducation. It's all a game. And you continue to perpetrate the game and teach the younger children this is what we do, and we wonder why we can't move forward. Stop going to the high-beef store. I keep telling you, stay out the high-beef store. Buy your blunt somewhere else. Buy your Lucy somewhere else. Shut down the liquor store or make a liquor store of your own. In fact, Habib comes over here and sell you liquor that he can't even sell in his own country. Think about that. You think about that. Not only have the Arabs did it, the Koreans did it, the Jews did it, and so forth. Everyone has gotten rich off our backs, and we wonder why we so poor. We keep giving our money away. And we failed our kids. I mean, nowadays we can barely leave them a car. Some of us can barely even leave them a life insurance policy. Okay? And by the time they finish dividing it with their siblings, what do they have left? Or whomever is left in the will, what do they have left? Back to square one. Zero. Let me tell you another thing. Life insurance is good, but if you are one of those people who are waiting to die to leave your children something, give it to them now. They don't need it while you're dead. And you need to educate them. I keep telling you, I'm stressing the education because we have failed these kids. And this is why they are upset at us. They don't want to hear anything we have to say because they looking at us as poop butts because we failed them. And they are right. When they go to the store, who do they see? Hobby. When they go to the restaurant, who do they see? Hobby. They might go to a barber shop. They may go to a beauty shop. But once again, hair salon, and some of them are not even owned by the black people who are actually running the business itself. Prime example, if you go to Arab liquor store, you see 4 to 5 black women back in that store on Lake and Cicero, but you don't see no black man. You don't even see the Arab no more. You see 4 or 5 black women back there running the store, getting paid dirt cheap, and the black man is not back there. And if he is doing something in the store, he's sweeping the floor, still in a subservient position. We are more creative than that. We are more creative than that. And we, my generation, have to go back to school. And I'm not talking about to the white supremacy school again. Our education, the way we live, my generation, the way we live and the way we taught our children is a measure of the education that we received. Okay, what do we teach them? What are we teaching them to be? It's sad, but it's true. Somebody got to be real, right? Somebody got to be real. And in order to heal, we have to be real, right? I mean, the young generation can't be because they can't see. They have no role model images. Their role model images are on TV. Some athlete, some rapper, not hip hop, but rapper, talking about ola, 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 ola. What? No message, no nothing. No nothing. That game, music industry has gone completely whack. And once again, we are responsible, okay? We are responsible because we can produce our own stuff, our own industry, but we continue to run to the white man. We continue to run to the Jew. I want to get signed with Interscope. I want to get signed with Atlantic. I want to get signed with RCA, MCA. You see? But, you know, Cash Money got their thing going on. Okay? Cash Money got their thing going on. Dr. Dre got his thing going on. There's a few people got their thing going on. Okay? But once again, what do we own? We don't even own a TV station. All these TV stations on cable and we don't own a one. You understand? We don't own a one. We had one BET and Bob Johnson sold that. We don't even own a TV station at all these cable. We have billions of dollars a year that we spend here and we don't have nothing. We don't even know how to make toilet paper for ourselves. We don't make shoes for ourselves. We don't make jeans for ourselves. We don't make beds for ourselves. We don't make houses for ourselves. You understand? We don't provide any public transportation for ourselves. All of these things our grandparents used to do. We had all of those things that we needed to function as a people and were able to leave our children something. We had black public transportations. We had black Wall Street. We had black stores. We had black restaurants. We had black car businessmen. We had all of that. But we even gave that up. Gave that up for integration. And now we don't have nothing. We failed them. We have to find a way to bridge a gap. And in bridging that gap, we have to be able to produce some type of economic force that will help lift us out of the condition that we are in. Because as of now, we are the permanent underclass in this society. Believe it or not, we are the permanent underclass in this society. And if you notice, we have become less and less tolerable to others, and we are the progenitors of it all. You understand? That's real talk. We failed them. Failed. And if you want to get up, and if you want to see something good out of what is going on, because if we don't do something, we're going to all die being enslaved, being imprisoned, meaning enslaved, because once you go to prison, that's involuntary slavery right there. I mean, you volunteered yourself into prison because you volunteered to do something wrong to get there, but it's going back to a time when you won't have to do shit. You're just going to go. You see, and we're not understanding this. We failed these kids. We failed ourselves. And once again, if we have not failed ourselves, look at where people my age, 50 to 46, where do we live at? What do we do? What do people around us do? When we walk outside, what do we see? Some of us see a lot of good things. Some of us see the same things. I see a lot of things. I don't see the same thing. And I've been blessed to do that. But I still go back and try to teach. Each one is supposed to teach one. And if we don't do that, we fail them. We fail them. You understand? My battery is down right now. But this 13th letter cipher, we're going to get back at you, though. We're going to get back at you. In order to be successful, we must pool our resources. I understand that everybody is not going to get on the wagon with that. But what if 3 people get on the wagon, and then you got 5 people get on the wagon, and the 2 that's coming after see what the first 3 is doing? Word of mouth spreads, and we have to have our security. We have to be able to trust one another. We have to go through a real transformation. All of this, the white man, that which he's doing right now, killing us, lynching us physically with bullets, not ropes, but with bullets, okay, and is and are enslaving us, meaning prisons. We are what, 12% of the population, but over 50% of the prison population. And we know what they do in prison. They make some of everything for major companies for stupid low sweatshop prices, because the inmates don't make nothing. You understand? This is another way that they generate income off us. The Arab did it. The Jew did it. The Koreans did it. The Mexicans, they're about to get it in too. And we wonder why we don't have nothing, because we keep giving ours away. Get your own store. Get your own restaurant. All that money that you take to him, you can have your own store. All that money you take to him, you can be driving your own nice car. All that money you be taking to him, you can be living in your own nice house. All that money you be taking to him, you can be sending your children to wherever you want to send them. Not necessarily the white educated, white supremacy school again. No. Finds with that money that you take out of the Arabs and the Koreans' pocket from being in the neighborhood, and you open up your own business and do what they're doing, then you'll be able to do some of the things that they do as a people. Because right now, all of them laugh at us because we continue to just give our money away. Check this out. If black men and women sell drugs in the hood, I'm quite sure there's a way to sell blunts, cigarettes, and whatever else you need in the hood to put the Arab out of business. You understand? In fact, the Arab is still selling black people as slaves right now. Once again, uneducated. We have to go back to school. And we're failing them. And they are angry. And they got a right to be angry. And the more that they get angry, the worse it is going to be for you. The worse it is going to be for me. The worse it is going to be for your grandmother. Because we are going to continuously kill and prey upon one another while our enemy sit back and laugh and collects off our ignorance, stupidity. 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 We have no respect because we have nothing. And if you are in the community, excuse me, if you're in the neighborhood, because we don't own nothing in the neighborhood, so therefore it's not a community because we don't run nothing in it. With knowing that we are the permanent underclass right now, and if you are really trying to get some respect from the younger people, stop buying your drugs from them. Stop buying your drugs from them. And maybe they'll have some respect for you. And maybe they will listen to you. But as long as you buy your drugs from them, they're not going to have any respect for you. None. Anytime a young girl come home and see her mama turning a trick for some drugs, she's not going to have no respect for her. And pretty soon she might be trying to whore out her daughter. This is the condition that we in. Young black man goes to jail, leave his kid out here. The mother tell him you're going to be like your no good daddy. Putting bad images inside that child's head about that man that's in that jail cell. Whether he was doing it to help you or not. Hopefully he was. Hopefully he was. And if he was, don't do that to that child. If he wasn't, find a way not to do it to the child, but you tell that man that's in that jail cell how you feel. But he'll learn because he won't have you no more and he won't have his child no more. And it's a bad thing when a black woman turns her child against the father of that child. Stop doing that type of dumb shit. We failed them. We have to uplift ourselves and leave them something, whereas we can leave here with some type of dignity. You don't hear no great stories about our generation because we didn't do anything great. Nothing did we do. But look at prior generations before us. Look at what they did. Marcus Garvey, Malcolm, Elijah, Farrakhan. I'm still upset about Farrakhan. Yeah, man, you. But he did his own thing. But I can't deny the man. Because that which he did helped raise me. That which his teachers did helped raise me. That which their teachers did helped raise me. Have many teachers, both women and men. Stop giving that Jesus money away. Keep it for yourself. Build for yourself. Let's do something for ourselves. Real talk, man. We spend billions and billions of dollars a year and we don't have nothing. But we say we don't have no money, but we got billions. We spend it every year. And if we don't get it together, we're going to die.